a vision of seeing a world living in unity through love.
Oh, you know we had to do it, right? Brother empowerment.
It's been a long
Helping brothers to break through without breaking. With international viewership. That means that we are getting our message worldwide and nothing can stop us from showing our brothers and their family love. So you know we had to do it right. Come on now. Brother empowerment, we about to do it. Let's go. We love you guys. Come on,
let's go. My brother hit my phone, said, bro, let's go. We gotta build a home, we gotta build a throne, somewhere that we can roam. Let's get these brothers up to start to build each other up. It's time for us to level up and power. Yeah, we stepping up higher from the fire that ignited from the heavens up. Now it can't expire, cause my brother's always checking up. On me, put your blessings up. Homie, never letting up. On me, said, call me if you need, and couldn't believe it. I finally found brothers that's healing, now I receive it, cause they invited me to breathe in all of the meaning of the true brotherly love. Just what I needed, man, it's such a vibe to build with brothers through the struggles. Man, it's such a high to have them help you through your troubles, make you feel alive. Cause as they raising your spirits, you start embracing your fearless. You can't deny that you're clearing all the demons from your heart, wishing it from the start. To any brother that wanna step in and be a part, cause it's easier to do it together than be apart. Hope to be the beacons of light that can shine in the dark.
come on, let's go.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
What's up, good people?
It's Thursday, so you know what that means.
Brother Empowerment Day.
And so if this is your first time watching, where you been?
For real though. For real.
This is Brother Empowerment. This is a show designed to help our brothers and their families to break through without breaking. This is not one of those bashing shows where you sit around and talk about what you should have, could have, and would have done. But this is an opportunity to engage in a healthy conversation and hope that something that is shared will inspire, uplift, but most importantly, help our brothers or someone that they know get through life without crumbling, without breaking. Bro, before we get into our special guest, man, how was your week? Feel like I just saw you.
Yeah, man. This week, man, has actually been better. Got some stuff squared away at the job. Got to see really a lot of my favorite people this week, and you know, it's life is still expensive, but you know, I'm handling it, and spring looks like it's right around the corner. So y'all know,
tease you for the last 2
yeah,
days.
you know, y'all know how I am about this weather. Like, if it's cold, I'm kind of irritable, but as soon as it gets warm or it gets hot, I'm like, hey, I love everybody. The world is great again. But yeah, no, it's been actually a pretty good week, man. How about you, bro?
Yeah, I just thought about that. I'm gonna pray for poor little Rashia, because you're gonna be trying to go everywhere, and I know she just want to prop them feet up and be like, "Leave me alone." And you like, "Summertime, let's go." Poor baby. My week actually is getting better, man. It seemed like, you know, had to make some decisions on mentally and spiritually letting certain people go, and it seemed like every time, I say this all the time, when people put you through, you know, mess, you don't realize that they are actually the fertilizer for something positive to happen. And so, man, it seemed like I've been so darn busy. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And yesterday was probably a highlight of the year.
Bro.
We went on Stupid Flow.
Yes, we did.
And it was amazing. The show was supposed to air on Sunday.
Yep.
So me and Cordell battle rap. We got bars. Bars.
My brother won the. Oh, my bad. I can't say my bad. I ain't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I got too excited. I'm not saying nothing.
Look, let's go ahead and stop. Let's just go to our guest at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, guest, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, who you be, who you is.
Well, I am Teea, aka Africa Smith on Facebook. So for those who follow me, it's Africa Smith.
Yep.
You know, don't ask questions. Don't even ask why. A little bit about myself. Kind of roaming the earth right now, just kind of doing what I want to do.
Word.
Being wherever I want to be. Right now I'm in Florida. Next week I'll be in Raleigh.
Yeah.
I'm in the mortgage industry. I like what I do. I actually love what I do because I love helping people. So that's my thing. And my side job is being a troublemaker.
I mean, I think we can all relate to that.
And she does that well.
Oh yeah, you get the blood boiling on Facebook. What is that?
Wait till y'all see my post after this.
What's that? That stuff that Will Ferrell said. It gets the people going. It's provocative.
Exactly.
You know what though? But I will say this though: you've always been 100% authentic. Always been 100% you. And it's funny because when you came down here before, we were supposed to meet. I think what was at your mom's house?
Yeah,
house. Yeah, we're supposed to meet before. So now I'm glad you actually coming back because man, we're gonna have Teea on the show a lot. Teea and I met through a group that my first barber actually in the area started called a Mature Conversations group. Remember that?
Yep.
And she started there. She said it was sometime I tried to check her. She said, but you know I don't be can either, so it ain't no telling. And I just remember her telling. I remember her telling somebody, "I'm a whole grandma in these streets." So it was a girl, and I remember her telling that I'm a whole grandma in these streets. Man. I got grown kids.
grown.
So, bro, go ahead and drive and tell everybody who we got on.
All right. So first and foremost, we got Sean on YouTube land. What's going on, Sean? Man,
hey, Sean.
Glad to see you back on again. We got Shantika also on YouTube land. What's going on, Shantika?
Hey, Shantika.
We got everyone's big sister Tara in the building. What's going on?
Not everyone. Some people just impose.
Hey,
it's a selective few,
yeah,
but some people feel like they got license.
I don't know who imposed. We gotta talk to them people.
I know it's usually the short people. Abort.
We got Deshaun in the building. What's going on, Deshaun, man? Actually,
not just the short people.
Actually, yeah, he's disrespectful. We got Elizabeth in the building. What's going on, Elizabeth?
Hey, Elizabeth.
Yeah, we got Chanel.
And she just announced. Elizabeth just announced she's running for Senate. Did I say it right? Elizabeth running for Senate? If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But she's running for something, and it's important. She's running for something.
She in the building.
Uh-huh.
We got Chanel in the building. What's going on, Chanel?
Hey, Soror.
We got Uncle Marcus in the building. What's going on, Uncle?
I've been trying to catch Uncle Marcus for like 3 years. Hey, Unc.
We got Lenore from Lenore Pours in the building. Yeah, she been wanting to get you on here for it. Well, she and everybody else been wanting you to get on here for a minute.
No, this has been her big. This is her. Yeah. She started the fan club. You see somebody, good evening, hey Africa. She ain't talking to us. She really talking to she really talking to Teea. Africa real name is Teea, by the way.
She ain't engaging with people. Elizabeth said she's running for House of Representatives, District 37.
Okay, I knew it was something. Congratulations.
Definitely.
Y'all know that we're a nonprofit. We don't endorse, but we do celebrate anybody who's trying to do something that is courageous and awesome. And we give anybody who's running for anything an opportunity to just celebrate your wins and opportunities. It has nothing to do about siding with anybody. Just want to put that disclaimer out there, and just in case anybody want to report our 501c3 organization.
Yep, we are not cheerleading for anybody. No pom-poms. So we got the Beard, aka Ricky, in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hey, brother.
And said thank you. So yeah. So
okay. So Africa, this is your first time on the show. I know you done been in the audience, but you know we just have conversations about quotes. You don't. I don't know what's gonna come up. They just randomly come up, and you just tell the people what's on your mind.
Yeah.
And and just hold your tongue when they get ready to cuss, because we don't cuss on here. Because we got churn watching the show. We got people with their therapy. We got therapists watching the show.
We got other grandmas watching the show. And they're not as they're not as what I'm saying.
The grandmas.
Grandma-ish as I am. I got it.
Yeah.
The grandmamas that look like grandmamas. Not these type grandmamas. The other grandmamas.
The ones that aren't as accepting as the variations of language.
Right.
So y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ready?
Better.
Oh yeah.
Ready.
You ready, Africa?
So it was just a random quote.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
Look, she's like, it's just a random quote. Like we gotta roll something.
Yep. We about to roll out there right now.
Okay.
Truth should be in love, and love in truth. African proverb.
She said,
You know, I said because it made me think about a quote that I always post. Friendships are really built on the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we like people enough to not tell them the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, not me, but other people. You know, I try to be as honest as possible, but I be seeing people friends lie to them. I be feeling bad for them.
look,
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Look, before we say the thing, look, Africa.
What? Did I cuss?
Let me put on my pearls so I can clutch up where Africa cuss.
But did you hear me? I said, did I cuss?
Right. Not yet. You did good.
What's up?
Okay. Ricky, don't do
That's
that.
my best friend. Go best friend. Yep. Orvis on. Hey, Orvis. And you're right, Chanel. We say love is truth and truth is petty.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You got to think about this one?
Yeah, man. When I think about truth, I really just think about really stuff like we say all the time, something that doesn't change and that's irrefutable, and something that it doesn't matter what perspective you're looking at it at from. The truth is literally the truth. And when I think about love, much to what you were saying, Africa, you know, people have people that are close to them, you know, whether it be their family that they're tied to by blood or the family they choose, aka their friends. And if their friends do, you know, they lie to them or, you know, enable them, gas, whatever, all that kind of stuff. And so you look at that and you're like, man, them people don't love you, you know? And so I just think that those two things are under the same umbrella. Like they go hand in hand, truth and love. You know what I'm saying? Because to be truthful to someone is to love them. Because if you can't be honest, transparent, vulnerable, and all that, then what do you really have?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm with you. And I just changed it. It ain't that truth should be in love. No, truth is love.
Right.
Nah, truth is love and love is truth. They go together. They are one and the same and they don't really separate. And I think that people confuse the illusion of truth and the illusion of love, and people try to gatekeep people's perception of these things. But truth is going to be truth because it's irrefutable. Love is going to be love because it's irrefutable. And both are light. Yep. And so I just feel like, you know, truth is love and love is truth. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, sister.
What's going on, Sabrina?
That was a good one, see? Wasn't too bad, was it?
You know why I picked that one? You see the top of that shirt? I'm just saying. I wore the right shirt.
You did.
I wore the right shirt.
You ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
To me, the thing that is worse than death is betrayal. You see, I could conceive death, but I could not conceive betrayal. Malcolm X.
Reminded me of a conversation I had with somebody a few days ago. That it's just some things you just don't do to people you love. When you truly love them. Because that is a form of betrayal. You know, when you do something that's so outlandish, that's so heinous, that can cost them their freedom, their job, anything. That is kind of, to me, what that reminds me of when you talk about betrayal. Because, I mean, if you just stop liking me, I don't really care. You know, that's cool. But if you do something to harm me or my children, and you were supposed to be, you know, a friend or just somebody important to me, that's a problem. Yeah. That's a real problem.
I like this because it also, the undercurrent is you can't conceive betrayal because you're not one who betrays. So it's like death is something that is expected.
Right.
Betrayal is not something that is expected. It's something that people do and choose to do. Betrayal is a choice. Now, there may be some unintentional betrayal. I get that. But the overall, there was a choice that was made. Yeah. And I think that that's the part. Is like you can't really prepare for betrayal. You usually have to deal with it after it already has happened. And yes, when betrayal happens, it's directly linked to an expectation, whether assumed or articulated. So that's one thing. But the other part is no one who is truly in life, in light, in truth, in love, has a mind where they're constantly thinking of betraying. So how do I prepare for something that's not part of my DNA? Right. That's the undercurrent of that I really like about this.
Yeah, I can't even say nothing after that.
It was some of the places your mind just went just then. I was about to blow up.
No, yeah, man. I can't even say that that was way more than I was gonna say.
Okay. Soros said death is expected. Betrayal is something not is not expected. Oh, you quoted me? I said that? I said that? Yeah. Oh. Oh, and she said boom. The expectation of death doesn't stop living. Expectation of betrayal halts a real life. A real life. One could not function that way.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, big sister with the gems.
Sister. Let me see.
And that makes me think about people who say that they don't trust anyone. They're usually some of the most paranoid, needing a hug. Like they remind me of you ever seen like a rabbit or something that's scared, or you're chasing after it and its head is just all over the place on a swivel. That's what people who say they don't trust anybody, that's what they look like. That's what they sound like to me. That's what they look like. People who are just always paranoid. They're always just thinking about negative stuff. And it's like, man, how is that? What kind of quality of life do you have for yourself? You know how much stress and pressure you put your body and your mind under thinking like that?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Ricky said betrayal can only come from a person inside your circle. A person who isn't close to you can't betray you. That's why it's so hard.
And I believe you've said this very same thing before.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing about the statement that you made. I have found that the people who don't trust people like that, and the people who don't have friends or something, that's a big old red flag.
Waving.
Especially when you up in age. When you up in age and you don't have no friends and you don't trust nobody, it's a reason, and it ain't the people.
Yeah.
You the betrayal that we can't conceive. I'm starting to realize that, because some of the people that mess you up the most is the people that don't have friends, and you like, I see why you don't have friends.
Yep.
I see why you've been single all these years. You ain't fooling nobody. It ain't the people.
Yep.
It's you, betrayal. And then them people will gaslight you into thinking you betrayed them. You know what? You be like, I betrayed my intelligence because I'm stupid for fooling with you. You know, it reminds me, my auntie had an argument with my uncle one day. And they were calling each other stupid. My uncle was like, you stupid, you know. And she said, I ain't stupid, you stupid. And he was like, you stupid. And she was like, you right, I am stupid for dealing with your stupid self. And that always stuck with me, because a lot of us will put aside our intelligence, put aside all the things that we know to be right to invest in someone we know good and darn well we shouldn't. The red flag was you was there as a flag. We sitting there talking about maybe it was a handkerchief. You just was mispurposed. No, you a whole flag.
I betrayed my spirit. And for that, you know what?
Yeah.
I should slap myself.
Like, stay over there, you little booger. You little booger.
Yeah. I had that situation that happened to me on Facebook, going back and forth with somebody.
Yeah.
But it felt good though, because they needed that. They needed that. I had to drag them for filth.
Yep.
And then my mama said something. Then I had to stop because my mama said something. It felt good.
Oh yeah.
It felt good. I'm sorry.
But who gonna check you is the point. She a whole grandma in these streets.
I've been seeing some of her posts. I'm like, man, Africa really getting it together. Oh, look at that.
She's it's 3 generations of her out there now. She is 3 generations out there. What you gonna do?
I'm saying.
She gonna die, she multiply.
Yep.
Let me see. Ricky said, yep. If you don't trust nobody, it's because you don't want anybody to do you like you do others.
Exactly. Woo! Exactly.
That's a horrible right there.
Yep.
Ricky done came back with the words.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
I'm just saying, those who make a pattern are looking for patterns are creating those patterns.
Oh.
Yes.
That's going up.
You bring it into fruition. Absolutely.
Oh, y'all own it. That just that gave me chills.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
Wow, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to stay there?
Nah, we don't need. No.
We don't need to stay there. Okay, let me tell you this. After this is like the first episode. We done made it past 2. We done made it past 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
We normally don't make it past 2.
We normally don't make it past. I'm like excited. That's why I'm nervous. Like, are we supposed to keep going? We gonna keep going. Booker T. Washington. What he said?
Character is power.
Oh, okay.
She got that one.
Yeah, my bad. Yep, she so did.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is.
I definitely say that it is. I mean, because this is personal to me because I've always done my best to be, the same person with everybody, and especially these past couple of years when I've been really heavy in my growth and my uncovering journey. I'm the same, and there are people that don't like me for whatever reason, but one thing they can't say is that, like, I switched up or that I'm fake or anything like that, because there's.
Oh, they'll say it though.
Yeah, they'll say it. But for every one person that says it, there's 10 to 15 to 20 people that'll say, man, I don't even know CG like that. And he's never given me any kind of fake injury. Or been like, I've talked to him about whatever. Like, so it used to bother me. I used to be because of stuff I went through in my childhood, I used to be a real big people pleaser. And I used to care about what people thought of me. So even somebody said something about me, even if it was like them gaslighting or them just making up stuff, I would try to go resolve that. But now in the space that I'm in my life, I'm like, man, I know who I am, and there wouldn't be as many people who respect me as highly as they do and who say the things about me if my character didn't speak for itself. So I draw power from my character and I let that speak for me, and I don't give the other stuff the time of day, and I don't entertain those other conversations or that other energy. So I definitely identify with this so much, and I needed this when I was in my 20s. I needed this.
Yeah, but you was in your 20s. I mean, it's tough to be mature in your 20s. I mean, I'm still striving to be Michelle Obama. You know how hard that is? I can't even stop cussing. But I'm doing good right now. But when you talk about character, don't ask me why, but for some reason, today I looked up what's the difference between being genuine and being nice.
Right.
And I realized that was 2 different things.
It is.
People think I'm nice because I'm genuine.
Mm-hmm.
But then some people don't like me because I'm genuine,
right.
which is fine. To hear you say people don't like you, I'm trying to figure out, like, that's a personal problem, definitely for them. But I guess in my head, it's rare that I don't like people, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But when you hear people, say like people are jealous of me, and I'm not saying nobody is jealous of me. I don't really put no thought into it. But I know that people will throw shade. Like, you could be having a regular conversation and you can catch people throwing stuff at you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in your head, you thinking y'all are cool, and then you're realizing you're really not.
Yeah.
So, your character is being tested when those type situations are happening. Because sometimes you catch it and sometimes you don't. And then when you do realize it, because sometimes we have blind moments, we're like, wait a minute. Then we start thinking in our head what we should have said, how we should have said it, when the person first did it. So, I mean, character is definitely power, and you need to have power on Facebook these days.
Yeah, and I love what you said about that, about sincere and genuine, because here's the thing, I'm 100% authentic.
Yep.
So, like, people ain't ever got to say, was Jake talking about me? I'll tell you I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
And it ain't and here's the other thing, telling the truth about something ain't talking about you. Yeah. Especially if it's my life and it's my story.
Right.
Teea and I got a mutual friend. I said, yep, he did some stuff to betray me. But I ain't mad at him. Like, I can't be mad at him because he brought me you. Me and you had the conversation about the same mutual person. That ain't her talking about him. That's me talking about him, about something I already told him about.
Yeah.
So if you gonna say Jay is gossiping, he ain't gossiping. He telling his story to a person he respects.
Yeah.
And it's a difference between gossiping and telling the truth. It's really
Right.
a difference now. Let's go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah.
It definitely is. And anybody who know Jay know that Jay gonna tell it. And they don't. And the sad part is they don't expect it. They confuse being a love advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna sit around here and just hug you and have kumbaya. Like, I'm not gonna shoot it to you straight.
Right.
I mean, what you think I've been doing for 42 years?
Mm-hmm.
Sitting around here making pancakes? No, I'm gonna give it to you raw,
Right.
and I'm gonna tell you how it really is, straight, no
Mhm.
chaser, and then I'm gonna smile.
Yep.
But see, people want to. And here's the thing: character is power, but my character is my power. You
Right.
can't take my character away from me.
Yes.
Right.
You can't take who I'm authentically am away from me. Who I authentically be each and every day. You can't take that away.
Mhm.
Right.
Now, you can still make some people question it,
Yeah.
but people question it all day long. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you still ain't take my power away.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's just like it happens in cycles, Teea. We'll take somebody in, and I was laughing because one thing that Sister Tara get on me about, I do try to love on everybody. I see the good in them,
Yep.
and she'll be like, that's a patient,
Mm-hmm.
that's not a peer. Just help them and move on. And I'll be like, no. I'm the one that don't want to let the bird go when it's time to fly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, let that bird go, and the bird start pecking at you because it's supposed to be in nature. And so I will sometimes put myself in a situation only because I see the good in a person, but I also got to respect that that's not their decision. I mean, that's their decision. They have to pursue that. You know what I mean? And so you can't take the power. Like, people will sit there and say, oh, he faking. Like, Jay faked to who? You can ask my second grade teacher all the way to my grad school teacher, and they will tell you the same story. Jay been this way.
Yeah.
I had a George Jefferson walk at 7, and I still got it when I'm minding my own business. I will walk away from stupidity and you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me see. Africa, hold on. We got some stuff up here. I like to say my character is capital. It has paved my way through life and has opened many doors.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. Africa, you are dedicated to being in this audience. Say it out loud. Say it, Africa.
And is. Because y'all my people too. Because listen, just how like you see me doing this, they doing that too. They like, yeah. Yes. That's
And you know what,
that's how we be in them comments. That's why we be commenting.
It is so funny because when me and Tara first became friends, right? I shoot something straight to somebody that they don't expect, and they'll run the Tara, and she be like, well, that's how Jay is. He told the truth. He told the truth. And people don't ever realize, like, I'm going to say what it is, and people don't like me. And it's funny. The ones who said that, Ricky Smiley,
What?
the people ain't talking to you are the people that you help.
Yep.
The people that ain't talking about you, the people that's mad at you are the ones you help the most.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't no, that's so true. Let me see. Tara said, people find character hard to accept. I mean exactly what I say. I conduct myself the same across board. Apparently, transparency is hard to believe. Right, Africa? They test.
And yes, Tyra, because let me go ahead and keep it gangster with you, Tyra. Jay definitely wanted to make sure I was who I was. Yes.
What? Tell them.
Yes, when we was in that group, listen to what I'm telling you. I said, he don't think I'm being for real. Because some of the things that I respond to, people do not like my responses. And my responses were getting deleted, and I had a problem with that. Because I don't like all that micromanagement in groups.
Tell her I ain't deleted. It wasn't me who deleted it.
It wasn't you. It wasn't him. But he just was like, well, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because I was like, I know who it was. It was XYZ, And then sometimes I can come off as being, confrontational, but I'm really not. I just talk with passion. I talk with emphasis. I'm from Jersey. So sometimes I can get a little hype or a little passionate about what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I think people thought like I'm just not like one person on Facebook and then like this whole person you meet me, in person. If I'm cussing on Facebook, I'm a cussing in person. If whatever I'm doing on Facebook, I'm gonna do it when I see you. But I do respect people's boundaries. When people say they don't curse, I try my best not to. It slips out. But for the most part, I do what I can and I try to respect people as much as I can. I've gotten so much better on Facebook. I don't even look at people's pages no more to see where they live.
But you know what though? And the sad part is I'm the same with like the way that I write. People think I got an attitude, and I really be laughing for the most part.
This how you be. That's how we be sometimes, just like smiling and laughing, but people think like you're uptight, I can't even, I posted something the other day. Oh, I know what I posted. Anyway, whatever I posted, it did get a little people heated. And they did have some arguments. But they're adults. I let them just do what they do. But I try to make sure people don't really disrespect each other, while they're on my page. Right. But, I get some conversations going.
Oh, yeah.
We know.
I love it.
We know. Let me see. DG said people would rather you lie to them. Look, she's talking about phone boothing. Yes.
He definitely started a new phenomenon because I had never, phone boothing is a thing now.
Yeah, phone boothing. And my cousin sent me one from the Dominican Republic.
I saw it too.
I was like, see, phone boothing is a stress reliever. And she told me, she was like, I got a real good one. I got to get it out my husband's phone.
Yeah, that it was dope, man. I was like, oh, that's nice.
But I say that, and here's the other thing, and this is even with raising my kids. If I'm sitting there going off on my kids and they make a good point, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are, like, and if you tell me something, if I did something wrong and it's true, I'd be like, oh yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
My bad. And if we done, we good. But see, people don't know how to move on. Just like the same passion I give you about truth, I will give you the same passion in asking for forgiveness and apologizing. I'm not above apologizing. Matter of fact, I remember what you're talking about because it wasn't me. And I wanted to meet her after that because because what you don't know is two things you don't know, Teea. I love people from New Jersey. And I love confrontational people. You cuss me out, we friends.
But the bright side, I didn't even curse.
She cussed me out something good. She cussed me out royally. No, she didn't. She didn't.
I did.
But if you speak your mind and you're 100% truthful and 100% authentic, I don't care. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
But and let me say this: when he realized that I was telling the truth, and he didn't think I was being like a troublemaker or anything, he apologized. You know what I'm saying? And we've been like cool ever since. Like I was already felt like I was cool with him. I ain't care. He was mad. I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I liked everybody in the group, even the catfisher. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
I like the catfish and the real fish. I like both of these fishes. The fishes. Yep. I like them fishes. But no, Tara is from New Jersey too.
Nice. What part?
Yeah. Well, tell her what part.
What part you from? And Shay Perry made a good point too. That people will try to destroy your character.
Yeah.
Very true.
Definitely, because I've
very true.
I've heard some of the stuff said about me, and I'm like, oh, really? Word?
It's probably true though. You are Leo.
I mean, that's.
And I'm not cleaning up no rumors. Believe it.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what?
Told you.
Speaking of that,
told you.
I heard a song lyric, and it's a dude named Jack Harlow, and he said, "Man, I don't clear rumors. Where's y'all sense of humor?" And I thought that was. And I thought that was so dope because he's like, man, I'm not clearing up none of this stuff. And so I have the same way now. I'm like I said before, the people that will say stuff about me and make up stuff, it's 10 people that'll be like, I don't believe that, or that's not Cordell. And so I don't.
Well, forget the people. It's the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
I ain't got the truth. Don't need no defending. Yeah. And I ain't finna sit out there and chase no truth. I mean, tell the truth and do all of that. Man, go sit down somewhere.
And what you said about apologies, Jay, and apologizing and asking forgiveness. Who did I tell? I think I was talking with a brother a couple days ago, and I told him, I said, man, at this point in my life, all the people that I need to have conversation with, because we had, static or whatever, I've done that. So I can walk with a clean conscience. Everybody that I have a problem with, you know what I'm saying? Or, that we have an actual issue, I've had a conversation with them, sometimes even multiple. So if there's still something that is there, it's either they didn't bring it up before, or they just are holding on to it. I can't do anything with that. You know what I mean? I care way more. I couldn't care less about being a nice person. I just want to be a good person. I don't care about being nice. So you know what I mean?
like that.
Nice is overrated.
Right.
Man, go sit down somewhere. And the last time people tried to destroy us, all they did was boost our algorithm. So
yeah,
thank you. Destroy us one more time.
We need another go. We need another go round.
Especially those people like. Okay, here's the funniest one. After, let me tell you this. This is funny. I don't know why it feel like we reminiscing old times.
Yeah. So
let me tell you the funniest one, Africa. When people come up with a concept similar to what we're doing with Love is a Parable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to say that I stole their idea, right? But here's the funny part about it. Not only they look at, Love is a Parable only been around for 4 years, they forget or don't even realize Jay been doing this thing for now 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Jay went to school for this. Jay also worked his butt off for this. So you can't take something and you barely got a high school diploma and you're going to sit there and try to say you knew about this stuff before?
Yeah.
You knew about this stuff before. And this is not to knock those who didn't go to school. It's not about that. Right. But about those who bust their butt and study their craft. You will not let somebody who didn't go to school, who didn't study, who didn't work in the field, like you didn't work in mental and behavioral health. You didn't know anything about andragogy because you never taught an adult learner. I see your resume on LinkedIn. You did not do these things. So how did I steal something from you when you literally was a factory worker who got laid off and decided to become a motivational speaker? How are we the same?
Oop.
But they do it.
We are not the same.
Okay, so let me say this. A factory worker could have came up with that idea, right? Okay, hear me out. They could have came up with that idea. However,
I like when she be devil's advocate. Mm-hmm. Go.
One thing about people who create something after or before you people know whose heart is in it. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. So no matter what the person was or where they came from, that shouldn't even matter. You understand what I'm saying? That shouldn't even matter. But if their heart was in it, it wouldn't even be a comparison thing. They would want to be they would be wanting to join forces because y'all have the same idea. Y'all have the same goal. Mm-hmm. I look at people, even if I had a friend who did like a truck, not a food truck, but she did like clothes, did a fitting room, did all of that. And a young girl came up to her and asked her, how did you do this? This is so creative and da-da-da. You want to know what my friend said to her? You go research it like I did.
No.
She said, go research it like I did. So I'm like, that bothered me because I'm like, this is a young girl. Like, even if she did what you did it first. Not saying you will do it better, but if you truly love what you do, it's going to show. Mm-hmm. God going to always make room for your gift, no matter how many people do it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, I see your point. But at the end of the day, who did it first, who did it last don't matter. But somebody trying to knock you, that's where the problem comes in for me, is somebody trying to knock you just because you were doing it first. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. And I think the problem that is happening, it kind of goes to your post that you posted, your controversial post, like, I'm trying not to bring it up, but here's the thing that is happening in this microwave society. Mm-hmm. They're trying to reduce sweat equity. And so when a person grinds at something, it's just like when you have kids, right? Most of the time, you're not mad at the disrespect. You mad at the sweat equity that you went through to rid this person for that. And so it's like what you're disrespecting is the sweat equity part. Yeah. So when you have people who have studied their craft, literally studied their craft, this is not something you can just come and feel like you're going to debo somebody out of, and what I'm talking about out of, not necessarily coming at them directly, but have a popularity or a pissing contest. You can't do that. And one thing that I'm going to stand on, education may not be for everybody as far as getting certificates and degrees, but you're going to have to be educated in some capacity to do what you do. So when you start saying that you've done something, and here's the thing, Africa, I worked in mental and behavioral health. The whole theory that I came up was a response from what I saw them not doing. So it wasn't even in a book. So you had to learn the book to know what they wasn't doing, to say, okay, this is an opportunity. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
So when you come and go on our Instagram and see a little bit of our words and try to develop a whole platform out of that, you're disrespecting the sweat equity that went in it. It's not a popularity contest or a pissing contest. It's a grind thing at this point. Grind.
I got it. You know what it is? I'm gonna give you a perfect example of who you are.
Give me one.
You little Kim and they Nicki Minaj. Because baby little Kim paved the way. All of you little Kim. And all these Nicki Minaj is coming up. And they ain't trying to give props what they do. I get it. So I get what you're saying. If I paved the way, even if it was something like this, even if I paved the way, like, give me my props. Don't try to diss me.
Thank
Give
you.
me my props. Yeah. Don't try to diss me.
You mad at your parental figure.
Right. And you go run off with your business with a logo I designed for you.
Yeah. The receipts are undefeated. Just like the internet.
Period.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
I heard you can't erase stuff from the internet too.
You can't. You can only push it to the back, but you can never erase it. It's stored somewhere on some servers, somewhere. It's stored. You can never erase it. Just like words that you quote unquote don't mean. Can't erase them. They out there.
Sure can't. Yep. Once you put them in the universe, that's it.
Yeah.
Look, Lenore said she was dreaming about phone boothing. She did. She called me too. Tara said she was born in Trent and grew up in, is it Pemberton? That was to your question.
Yeah, that was to my question. Yeah, I'm from Patterson.
I'm not setting the story straight as a favor. Truth will cripple them.
Hey, big sis, I like that a lot. That's. I'm not doing you any favors. No.
Right. Look, I got a lick of experience, insurance, certification, tax recognition, trying to run in the light of day, throwing shade, not asking questions or respecting the work. Ooh.
What's up, Rick? Man?
Hey, Rick. Jay. It's like she's from Patterson, born and raised.
The pound.
Okay.
I was.
All that started with the smallest one with character is power.
Yep.
That's the problem, because people who don't got character trying to come to you with character. Yep. How the characterists don't fight the ones with character?
Because they envious of what you have.
But it ain't a fight. They already lost.
That's true, but they don't know.
It's because speaking of another New Jersey person is Lauryn Hill. Is she's my favorite of all time. Just so you know, Teea. And
her one album, I got you though.
Huh?
I said, her one album, her one solo album.
It's actually two.
I guess if you put the other one, the MTV Unplugged, that's what you're talking about.
That's actually my favorite album. Lyrically,
that's my favorite one too. The song about the water.
Just like the water.
That's my girl. Don't get it twisted. That's my girl. You know, she canceled her concert on me, but it's all good though.
Yeah. See if you diehard fan, you knew not to even buy the ticket. I knew her shortcomings.
Listen, some of them she showed up late. I was willing to wait.
Look,
I was willing to wait.
Y'all were trying to make her be something she ain't.
Yeah.
But people want her to have another album, but you'll be told they can't even handle the first ones. The first two albums, and like lyrically, the Unplugged album, like people still can't digest Adam Lives in Theory. They can't digest
I
that.
gotta go back and listen to it.
The stuff that she's saying now, and the fact that she did it without music, and she was telling you that I'm no longer going to be a slave to the music, shows us how much we are a slave to the music, because she didn't come in that package. And then she did the not the Lena Horne, the Nina Simone. She did the Nina Simone project too. Lauryn Hill is amazing.
Yeah, she's supremely talented. Supremely talented.
But anyway, yeah. So back to my point. Sometimes people ain't ready for you, so you got to give them what they can handle, and you move on.
Yep.
That ain't stopping her from playing her good song.
It's not.
And people still booking her on that Promise.
I did.
She don't discriminate. She late for everybody.
I did.
Y'all saw Rihanna's comment?
No.
She showed up late to the fashion show, and one of the paparazzi said, "You're late." She said, "No S."
Rihanna is the epitome of I do what I want. I do what I want. I literally do what I want.
That's who I'm coming back in my next life. I'm gonna be Rihanna.
As
before
Rihanna.
the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Why not? Why before the pregnancy?
She said no
Yeah,
more.
before the pregnancy. I want to do everything she did before the pregnancy. I'm good on that.
Let me see. Miss Hill lost me when she canceled the concert. I got tickets for. See, there y'all go. Y'all better meet people where they are.
What you say? You should have known better.
Look, meet people where they are on YouTube. Hey,
yep, watching colors.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, you ready for one more Africa?
Yep.
Look, she done warmed up now. Ready?
I'm ready.
But that was a good one.
It was.
No, I'm talking about. She also posted a very controversial thing, and what I love about it is, when we did the implicit bias training, Teea, we did implicit bias training a few years. Well, yeah, 2 years ago, and Tara helped me co-instruct that one, co-facilitate that one. And one of the things she charged everyone to do is to operate in your area of influence. So she was like, instead of people saying, okay, in order to be an ally to do A, B, C, or D, no, whatever area you got influence in, operate in that.
Yep.
Use that influence to leverage someone who may not have that influence.
Yep.
And so what I like about your quotes that you post or your memes or your questions is that you're using your area of influence, because truth be told, you're saying things that men feel but can't say. But because you are a woman, you are licensed to say, because you're coming from an area of influence that can really leverage whatever comes at you. Yep. So if they say, why are you saying this? Well, I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a mother of sons. I'm a grandmother of sons. So I can say on both sides, I have been married. You know what I'm saying? So you can say it and you have permission to do so. Whereas if it was just, a heterosexual biological male, he wouldn't have permission to say those things. Right. Or cis male. He wouldn't have permission to say that, whereas you use that. So I want to commend you on that, man.
Me too. Definitely.
Yeah. And then let me point something out.
Huh?
Because you said cis male.
Yeah.
Some people have a problem with that, right?
I know.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But the point out and what you was talking about, just what I say on Facebook, on just any platform, really to people face too. And talking about character. I had somebody get upset because of something I said on their post. And instead of, trying to explain, why I said it or whatever, I just kind of deleted my post and just deleted them off my page. Because nobody will minimize me.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. Because I feel like people don't like to be challenged. They don't want their character challenged. Because we all want to, not all of us, but some of us want people to truly believe we're better than what we really are. Instead of just being who you are. We all get mad, we all get pissed, we all get whatever. But at the end of the day, it's okay to be truthful and honest. I don't, we live in a society right now where you can't say certain things because it'll offend somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's not going to work for me because I'm going to say whatever I want to say, because at the end of the day, we talk about mental health and don't understand how mental health can hurt somebody's character.
Yeah.
We don't understand that. And it's almost like it's only selective when we're talking about certain things. Like if a man, just like what you was just talking about, you can say exactly what I was saying and they take offense to it. And then when I say it, now everybody want to come understanding and whatever the case may be. But you still got to remember, it's going to be a lot of people with biases that will never see things the way I see it.
Yeah.
You know, because one person that was commenting was going back and forth with another dude, but that person always come from a place of bias. And I make sure they know, because I tell them. I tell them all the time, I say, you always talk, but you have a lot of bias. And if you can't come honestly, if you can't let that go. If you're coming from a place of bias, you cannot say anything honestly. There's no way you can see both sides if you only believe one. That's
And
just, you know, because how can you have an open mind if you automatically believe that if a man says something to a woman, it's automatically, you know, talking about her being a slave to him just because he she can make expectations, but he can't. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing. But, you know, characters are, your character is challenged very often.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and the more you do things that people fight, things that will give them health, strength, and life, harder than the things that are abusive. Like the fact that we push love and unity and togetherness. You know how many people, oh, he can't be like that all the time. Listen, but I tell people it's if you ever took a training and looked at any book ever, it'll say this ain't for everybody. And if you feel like it ain't for you, well, move out the way and let the people that it is for, let it get to them. And it always is a stray person that do come in and try to question everything. And I agree. I usually don't have to say nothing. Somebody connected to me will already handle it. I don't have to say anything for the most part, and I'm not going to say anything. And if I have to block you, it had to be really extreme. So people would know if Jay blocked you, it had to be something. Because I deal with anybody for the most part. But if you undealable with, you like that? If you undealable with, I have to block you and I got to let you go and I got to let you know that. But it's not for me. It's to protect people that are connected to me.
Right.
Because you may feel like you got license to say something. And I may not be there at the time that you posted on something I got going on. And you damage somebody who is not mentally strong or spiritually strong to handle that. But some people undealable with. Undealable with. Look, Sam was with you. She said no censorship. Chanel said they very selective. Tara said that's the move. I will not get the story straight. I will remove the continued crooked out of my realms, delete and block. Some say let them watch. Nah, no need. Look, they talking about same time, man. I'm nervous to follow Africa because I'm trying to woosah. These conversations seem like work. I'm on sabbatical from. You go. I can detect. Made me smile. Undealable. Undealable with it. People connect your identity to negative and limiting beliefs they have of themselves, and they look for evidence that supports those beliefs.
So do confirmation bias and all.
You know,
you're there. We got through three. Then we got
we got through three.
Yeah, we got through three.
Dog, Africa, we almost made it to the next one.
Dang.
But I'm gonna wait. You know, we're gonna do it next week. You're right. We're gonna do right. Okay, Teea, I really enjoyed you being on the show.
Thank you guys.
You got to come back because the hour went by too fast.
Oh, Landy in the
Yeah.
building.
Oh, Landy
What's
in.
going on, Landy?
Ooh, I would love to have Teea, Landy,
Yeah.
Africa, and Sand on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even
At
ask
the
no
same
questions.
time.
Yeah, I will put. Ooh, Teea, can I get you, Sand, and Landy and Africa on at the same time? Y'all say yes, and I'll make it happen.
Y'all just let me know. Lindsay, don't be like that.
I can't wait. I won't even say nothing. Oh, she said I'm in. I'm with it. Teea, come on, Teea, come on, Teea.
We're gonna be at the movies. I'm just gonna have popcorn and I'm gonna have soda. I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna put a quote up and be done.
like, ooh, look at him go.
Teea thinking you make me sick, Teea. It's about just holler at me. Okay.
Tyra gonna miss that good post I'm posting tonight.
Look, she's about
Gonna miss it. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm posting about Kanye tonight.
Oh, okay.
I see the video.
Okay.
I see the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just know the media, they be on something. I seen the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm not gonna get started.
Yeah.
So we're at a part after what we call Teea, what we call positive brother shout out.
Okay.
This is an opportunity for you to shout out brothers who are doing some good work that may not get recognized or just feel like, you know what, somebody really needs to know about their name and we say it out so we can celebrate the things that they're doing. So who are some positive brothers or brother that you would like to shout out?
Yeah. Y'all are the positive brothers I would like to shout out.
Thank you so much.
The reason why is because, people, like I said, whenever I can catch the conversations, because, Facebook, I really feel like they don't be really doing right with my notifications.
Mm-hmm. They don't.
They be hating too.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what you guys are doing. And what people don't understand it's not easy doing what y'all do because you have people who don't think that it's coming from a good place. Mm-hmm. You have people who, like what I was talking to somebody about, I don't like that we put men in a box because they didn't go to jail, because they're not hard, because they don't wear a wife beater. Mm-hmm. Those are problems to me. Mm-hmm. And when I see, brothers, like yourselves out here just doing positive stuff and really wanting to create a fellowship, because you never know who's going through something. Mm-hmm. And it goes back to people not really having friends. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes your show or your talks or your, just little things that you put could save a life, can make a person feel better, or can connect you to a person that needs the help. So I appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody else does too. So thank you guys. I'd like to give a shout out to y'all.
Thank you.
Oh, how we going to beat that? Before you,
I was about to say.
And look, and before you start, Ricky say positive brother shout out, aka CG Talks for 5 minutes.
After the conversations that we just had, you know what? But
he choose violence all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. I can't even act like I can't even be surprised. So first and foremost, I also want to shout my brother Jay, just because I wouldn't have done Stupid Flow or any of that stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff I wouldn't have done in these past couple years had I not met Jay. So I definitely want to shout him out. I want to shout out the fathers who understand that this is a different time and that the methods of parenting that they experience are not going to be the same, or maybe even not as effective for their children, because it's a different time. There's different things their children have to contend with. And the fathers who recognize that and mold their parenting to what's best for their children and not what's best for them. Mm-hmm. I commend those fathers, because those children are going to be people who are really going to go out into the world being fulfilled and knowing that they have someone they can always go to. So I want to commend those fathers. And I also want to commend brothers who make time for other brothers. Like, there's a lot of brothers who will say, hey, man, Jay, we need to hang out, man. Just let me know. Or they say, man, I've been wanting to hang out with you for a while. But they never make that effort. And not saying they have to do it all the time, but brothers who make time for other brothers and really extend and expend some effort or expend some energy, those are positive brothers. And I want to shout out to those brothers too. So that's it.
Thank you, brother. You had Teea crying. I want to shout out those brothers that are unwavering in their brotherhood. And I'm talking about, we may not talk every day. We may not even talk in months. We might even talk in years. But the relationship picks up right where it left off, because that alone, not inundating you with where you been, why I ain't heard from you, all of that. It's good to hear from you, and we just pick up. And fortunately, I do have some, like my best friend of over 30 years, Franklin Pollard. I may talk to him every day for a while. May talk to him next 6 months. Let me see, it's been about 6 months since I talked to him. But if I need him, he's there. Kerwin, same way. I don't know where he is in the world, but I will get a text that say, I love you, bro. I'm thinking about you. You see what I'm saying? Brothers like you guys, I so appreciate you for not wavering. Brothers that you can argue with, brothers that you can laugh with, cry with, but most importantly, build with and maintain the best hood to be in is brotherhood. And I thank you for that. Ricky, thank you. You have been a rock, literally for me for a while. A petty rock, but a rock all the same. I'm grateful for you, Cordell. You know, man, you've been a ride or die. It's been me and you holding it down a lot. we is love is a parable sometimes. It's just me and you. But I thank you for everything from the show, from everything that we've been doing. I already talked about Ian, who just dropped a book out. Congratulations on that. Even Mo, who checks in and checks on people, man. I'm so grateful for that. My frat brothers that do come in, who hold up the Phi, the Beta, and the Sigma. I'm so grateful for you guys. It's so many that can go on. E, wherever he at. E, wherever he at, Chanel, tell E, wherever he is, I miss him and I love him. It's so many good brothers like Teea. It's so many good brothers like Tadal. I mean, like Corey Hyde, Cordero. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's so many great brothers that are even on. Rick is on. That's your It's so many great brothers that constantly come on. Deshaun, I met Deshaun because of you. And we talk like we know each other. And he in LA, ain't never seen this man before. But you know what? It's a lot of great people, and I'm so grateful for that. So to all you brothers, thank you, because you help in your absence just as much as you help in your presence. And I love you guys. I thank y'all. Now, Africa, I do want to say one thing, because you make this so special, because you are one of my social media friends that became friends. But it was only appropriate to have you on as we kick off Women's History Month. Yay! So we right. It made sense. That's why I was like, can you be on the 3rd? She's like, I can do it. Because we want to start it with women and end it with women, because it's all about the things that y'all are doing. And believe it or not, you are changing history and you are making history every day. And I thank you for everything that you're doing too. Now, all those who are viewing, we thank you guys. If you feel that no one in this world care about you or love you, you just met 3 people that do. We'll see you guys next week with a new guest. Africa, make sure you stay on. Everybody else, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Raising your spirits, you start embracing your fearless. You can't deny that you're clearing all the demons from your heart, wishing it from the start. To any brother that wanna step in and be a part, cause it's easier to do it together than be apart. Hope to be the beacons of light that can shine in the dark.